What's up? Hope you're having a great week, great day. We're gonna get started with some skills, kettlebell skills. So last week we kind of touched on the level 1 skills. We're gonna go through one round of those again today, and then we'll touch on the Strong First level 2 skills. You can give some of those a shot if you want, and that'll be it. I just did my full body cars, so if you haven't done those, definitely take some time and do them. I'm going to work with 2 sets of bells today, but you could also just use the same pair throughout the duration. If you try one of our skills at the end of class today, you will want like at least 1 bell size down, or probably like the lightest bells that you have. So grab a light bell. We'll just do a couple prying goblet squats. So you're gonna squat down. Let me get my timer going. We'll do 5 dynamic squats. So you'll just squat down to about parallel, come back up. Shake it out. We'll just do that one more time where we hold for at least 5 breaths, and then we'll do one more set of 5 squats. Give me that hip chop. Get your bell into the goblet position. Squat down, hands are on top. Shake it out. And we'll do 5 squats. Cool? All right. If you need to do that, I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit. It's like very dry in here, but I still like just a little bit because my hands still manage to get sweaty somehow. So first drill we're gonna do is 10 single arm swings on each arm. So you can grab whichever weight you would like. Just gonna let it air out for a second here. So you'll pick your width, usually about slightly more than shoulder width. Toes turned out a little bit. Got a little stone on my foot. Give me that hip chop. Tilt your bell. Park it. Woo. We'll just take a mini rest and then we'll do the other side. Push your hips back. Tilt your bell. Park it. Grab your second bell if you have it. If not, you can just do 5 and 5, but the level 1 skills are 5 double kettlebell cleans. So that's what I'm gonna do. But if you only have one bell or you don't have a matching pair, you can just do 5 on each side. If you have a pair that's pretty close, you can try 1 and 1 and do some offset cleans, just to get the feel of both bells swinging at the same time, because it is a little bit different. So if you have both bells, you will take that wider stance. Tilt them both. Park it. So everything about the swing and clean is the same, except what your arms are doing, but you're still hinging back just as far, still driving through your legs just as much as the swing, and you're still breathing at the same time. So only thing that's changing is driving that elbow back, bringing bells into the racked position. So next we're going to go single arm press. We'll get 5 reps. On each side it is a strict press. So once you get it into the clean, no movement from the legs. You can make a fist with your other hand. Straight overhead, back all the way into the rack position. So breathing, inhale, exhale as you're pressing, inhale as it's coming back down. It is a grind, so we want to crush the handle. You don't want to have your hand open for this skill. Clean snatches, your hands are a little bit more open, looser grip. Presses, squats, Turkish get-up. Definitely want to have a tighter grip on the bell. Swings, also a little bit looser. Two. 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 Take a rest. Next we're going to do 5 2 kettlebell, double kettlebell squats. We call it kettlebell front squat. Anytime we say front squat, it implies 2 bells. When we say goblet squat, it's implying just the one in the middle. So for your front squat, you're looking to try to have your hip crease below your knee as much as possible. If that's painful, don't do it, but if you can, trying to break parallel if we're sticking with the standards. So we'll go 1 clean, 5 squats. Hop. Ta-da! So we do like to try to inhale and have that kind of grunt on the way up. Helps pressurize your abs, protect your back throughout the squat. Take a little rest. Then we're going to go 5 single arm snatches on each side. So snatch, biggest thing is going to be not forgetting your legs, standing up fast, leading with your elbow, spear through, bringing the elbow in on the way down, okay? It's a lot of things coming together, doing the snatch. So if you don't feel comfortable, just do another set of single arm swings, 5 on each side. Shake it out. We'll go 5 on the other arm. So you have to commit with the snatch. Can't kind of be shy about it and then your arm ends here. You really have to just fling it. Try and get it as straight as you can, as fast as you can. Oops, almost did a clean. Okay. Last skill, we're going to do Turkish get up. Just one on each side. Try to slow down. Don't rush through it. Pause at every step of the get up. Each step is important, okay? So we'll start on your side. Roll to your back, press it up using 2 hands. Leg at 45, arm at 45. Drive to the elbow. Press out, straight arm. Tuck. Sweep it under. Hand comes up. Square off. Stand. Step back. Open front leg. Reach straight out from your knee. Sit. Elbow. Back. Do the same thing on the other side. Here we go. All right, so that was all of the level 1 skills, 6 main skills. Single arm swing, double clean, single arm press, kettlebell front squat, single arm snatch, and Turkish get up. Level 2 is all pressing variations, so I will go through them kind of at a quick overview. Maybe you guys have done some of them already, and you can try a few reps if you want. First thing we're going to do for level 2 skills is the windmill. So you can take your test weight, or if you've never done it before, just go lighter. So it would be either 12 or 16 kilo, but if you've never done it, then do less. The thing that people always do wrong, for lack of better words, with the windmill is they rotate through their lower back instead of their mid back or their chest. So air bells real fast. You'll get the bell overhead, doesn't matter how. You're going to rotate your feet the other way. So if I have it in my right arm, toes are going left. Then I'm going to square off over my toes. So I'm not still like this with my toes facing the other way. Square off over your toes. Then you're almost doing a deadlift. So hips go back, chest rotates up. Okay? Doesn't matter how low you go. There's no prize for like touching the floor. You're just working whatever rotation you have. And the majority of your weight should be in that back leg. Back leg should stay straight. Front leg should be bent. Okay? So we'll just try 3. Rotate your feet. Square off. Butt back. Look up at your bell. Most of your weight in the back. Cool? Same thing other side. Again, doesn't matter how low you go. One side you might be able to go lower than the other, so don't try to force it, because we don't want lateral bending of the spine when it's under load, okay? Turn your feet, square your hips off, butt back. Okay? If you want to hit pause, practice a few more, totally do that, or save this video for later. Also with the windmill, my feet are pretty narrow. Some people have this super wide stance and then it's a lot harder to bend, so keep your feet pretty close together. From that, we're going to bridge into the bent press. So air bells, bent press, you'll get into the rack position. Then you want to create a shelf on your lats. So you're going to take the bell and almost roll back. So I'm here, I feel this tension in my lat, and the bell should be pretty much in line with my shoulder. So once I'm here, again, rotating through my mid-back, I'm not twisting my lower back at all, mid-back. Then your hand ideally stays still, and you're either going to squat down or windmill down, doesn't matter. Okay? So you're moving away from the bell. Ideally, optimally, whatever you want to call it, people use the bent press for super heavy weights that they cannot strict press overhead, but again, first time, just go super light, try to get the movement down. Stand all the way up. I'm going to try 3. Shake it out. Try the other side. So a lot of stuff's happening with the bent press. I kind of do like a windmill squat hybrid, and your weight is shifting. So the bell's starting over here. As I rotate and I'm moving away, my weight shifts to the other leg. Okay? So it's a little bit opposite of the windmill. Windmill, your weight is always on the same side that the bell's on. Bent press, start same side and then it shifts to the other leg. So little nuance there. Very hard, in my opinion, to get it right and do it well without compromising other ranges of motion that you might not have access to. So if you do want to practice the bent press, super light, and just try to get in the groove, get your weight shifting correctly. Make sure you're just moving from your mid-back, hips stay facing forward. Okay? Next drill we're going to do is double push press. Where's my other bell? Ooh. We'll just go 5 reps. So push press just means one dip in the knees. So you'll get the bells into the rack, dip, punch, bring it back. You can either bring it back military style where your knees stay straight, or you can dip, punch, catch, stand up. I prefer to just do the one dip and then bring it back military style, but if you want to bend your knees on the way down, you can. So we're going to try 5. Two. 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 Okay. The reason I don't love to do a catch with another dip is because you have to do that with the jerk, and if I do it with the push press, then it accidentally turns into a jerk. So I like to keep them separate. Push press, one dip, punch, bring it back. One dip, punch, bring it back. Okay. The jerk, nobody likes because the timing's weird. There's 2 dips. Again, this is meant for lifting heavier weight, but start lighter. The reason you can do heavier weight is because you're using momentum from your legs, and with the 2 dips, you're shortening the distance that the weight has to travel before your arms straighten out, okay? So air bells, clean. You're gonna bend your knees first. As you're coming up, you're gonna come up onto your toes. So the bells are about here. So you get triple extension, ankle, knee, hip. As they're here, you're going to dip again. Stand up. So clean, dip, up, down, stand. Then when you bring them to the rack, you dip and stand up again. So there's a lot of different dips going on, but when you get comfortable, it's pretty fluid. So let's do one more air bells. Dip. Oops, I didn't catch, sorry. One more and then we'll do real. Dip. There we go. Okay, let's try 5 real reps. If you want to go single arm, you can if doubles is like too intense. The standard calls for doubles, but if you want to practice single arm and then try doubles later, go for it. I don't know how many that was. Hopefully it was around 5. Okay. So we did windmill, bent press, push press, jerk. Now we have double snatch, which is where you want to go down in your weights. So if your test weight is 16 kilo, you use 12s. If your test weight's 12 kilos, you're going to use 10 kilo or 8. Okay. The only difference with double snatch, other than being 2 arms, is that you don't send it back through from here, okay? So you're almost doing what's called a half snatch. So you'll have hands on bells, snatch them both, bring them back to the rack, through, through. Okay? Otherwise, you're gonna like yank your shoulders out and it'll feel horrible. So, if you feel good, we'll try 5. Ta-da! Kind of a fun drill. Can use it like for an active recovery day or maybe as part of your warm-up, like super light. Requires a lot of core because you're flinging your arms both overhead, so this is like a very demanding position. You want to keep that tight. Back to the rack, back. Okay, we're almost there. So the other part of Strong First Level 2 is a strength test. I don't remember the different classifications, but presumably almost every woman in the strength portion is going to be pressing 16, 20, or 24 kilo. If you're super lightweight, like under 125 pounds, then you'll be going for a 16 kilo press. Somewhere between 125 and like 145, you'll be going for a 20 kilo. And I believe over 150 or 152 is 24 kilo. So pick your poison. You only have to do 1 rep on one side. If you want to try the other side, you can. Men, I don't know the conversions off the top of my head, but essentially if your test bell is 24, you're at least going to be trying to press a 32 or a 40 for a single. So you can gauge it from there. Okay. I'm going to wait a little bit. I will try the other arm. It's not mandatory for the cert, but it's nice to have that equal strength if you can. And because it's a strength test, they do allow like a moderate side bend. So when you're pressing, if you need to move away from the bell, that's okay. But as you come to full extension, you want to come back under the bell. So you don't want to end here. End here. Cool. Really use that other hand. Crush it. All right, still got the 24 on both sides, so it's always a good day. Usually somewhere the last year I spent around 145 pounds, but been doing some massing, so now I'm right around 150. So 22, 24 kilos is probably what I should be pressing for that strength test. More the better, right? So that was your overview, guys. Level 1 and level 2 skills and strength test. Hope you had fun. Definitely save this video if you want to come back and refresh all the skills required. Drop me a note, send me a message. Let me know how it went. We'll see you next time. Bye.